When a beautiful nurse performs like this in front of you, what would you choose? But this old man dismisses it completely. He reaches out to caress his wife, only to feel clumps of hair falling away. It turns out this was all just a dream. The old man is an 80-year-old theater actor, but during what would be his final performance on stage, he forgot his lines. The hospital test results confirmed what he feared most: late-stage Alzheimer's disease. For an actor whose livelihood depends on memory, this was the cruelest death sentence imaginable. Now his son, using his wife's pregnancy as an excuse, coldly sends his father to a nursing home. Behind this seemingly heartwarming farewell lies what could very well be the last time father and son will ever see each other. His roommate Edward immediately warns him, upon meeting, whatever you do, don't take the pills the director gives you. These words hit Dee like a sledgehammer to the heart. What kind of nursing home requires residents to warn each other just to survive? Sure enough, on his first night, Dee has a bizarre nightmare. In the dream, he stands by a pool, but the reflection in the water isn't his own face, it's the face of a strange old man. Fortunately, Dee wakes from this nightmare and goes downstairs to take a walk and clear his mind. But the pool in the courtyard looks exactly like the one from his dream. At breakfast, Dee notices that the mysterious old man from his dream is sitting across the table from him. Before Dee can react, the old man suddenly has a heart attack and dies on the spot. Witnessing this scene, Dee feels this can't be a coincidence. He returns to his room to write it all down. But in the dead of night, Dee hears Bo-minus chilling cries for help echoing through the nursing home. Following the sound, he makes his way to the basement, where he discovers a hidden passage behind a mattress. The moment he pushes through the door, he finds himself facing a primeval forest. From deep within comes an eerie voice. A creature wrapped in vines claims to be a demon from hell, imprisoned by mysterious forces for 1,000 years. It promises that if Dee helps retrieve the seal stone from the well, it will grant him any wish he desires. But just as Dee hesitates, the environment suddenly changes. The forest vanishes instantly, and he's surrounded by a chamber covered in strange talisman. Coming to his senses, Dee frantically tries to escape, but in his panic, he falls through the well opening only to find himself waking up in bed. However, the wounds on his arm prove the dream was real. A few days later, at a social gathering, Edward reveals that the nursing home isn't as it appears on the surface. Special services are available behind the scene. Dee suddenly realizes that his son didn't send him here for treatment, but to make him forget his deceased wife and lose himself in physical pleasures. So Dee leaves the party to relax in the courtyard. But the pool in the backyard shows another vision. This time, his friend Eleanor's face appears in the reflection. Based on his experience, this means a death prophecy. Sure enough, the next day Eleanor suddenly falls ill and dies. Dee suspects he has the ability to foresee death. His son's visit completely crushes Dee's last hope. He thought his son had come to take him away, but instead, his son brings all of Dee's belongings. Blood may be thicker than water, but family bonds crumble in the face of harsh reality. In despair, Dee enters the underground passage again, this time discovering the ruins of an abandoned opera house. A massive monster lies on the ground, guarding the place with bared fangs and claws, preventing intruders from entering. At this life-minus-or-minus-death moment, Dee shows remarkable survival instinct, but as he turns a corner, he collides head-minus-on with the director. The tension causes Dee to lose consciousness, and when he opens his eyes again, he finds himself back at the opening scene. But Dee dismisses it all, reaching out to caress his wife, only to feel a handful of hair. Fortunately, this is just another of Dee's dreams. He tries to call his son for comfort, but his son simply hangs up on him. Soon after, Dee sees the pool again in his dream, but this time it's his own reflection staring back. The death prophecy points to himself. Dee feels that since his time is running out, why not take one last gamble? So he puts sleeping pills in meat and feeds it to the monster. Watching the creature lie motionless, Dee quickly opens the wooden door beside it, but deep in the room isn't a stone, it's the pool from his dreams. He resolutely jumps in and retrieves the seal stone. He tries to destroy it, but discovers the stone is incredibly hard. Just then, he hears a sound behind him. A ferocious monster appears and grabs Dee's throat with a death grip. In this moment between life and death, the stone accidentally falls to the ground and shatters instantly. But when Dee wakes up again, the nursing home has become a living hell. The bodies of caregivers and residents are scattered everywhere. Most eerily of all, Dee sees his wife, who has been dead for years,